If you want to reduce scoliosis and improve lower back pain through exercise, and please watch this one. And this is the third video of this series. And so if you haven't watched the first two, and please watch them at the link below. If you want to learn how to retrain your body and then movement safely and then effectively and then move better, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every week. I am Taro Iwamoto. I am a Feldenkrais practitioner. With my backgrounds in athletic training, physical therapy, martial arts, and the Feldenkrais method, I have helped many people like you overcome and then move beyond the pain and the limitations. Now it's your turn, and let's dive in. We all have scoliosis, or the lateral curvature of the spine, to a certain degree because of the habitual bias and the movement patterns. And in order to reduce that, and we need to retrain the movement patterns, which is what we're going to do right now. And for this exercise, which you're going to do in standing, and if you can grab a dowel, any stick, I'm going to use the Swiffer or broomstick, anything like that you can find that is about maybe 4 foot long or so. And before you begin this exercise, and just like the previous ones, and just always as a reference movement, it would be helpful to check the height of the shoulders as a reference point, and just to notice which side is higher, which is typical, right? Especially if you have a scoliosis, and because of the curvature of the spine, and then that brings the one shoulder higher than the other shoulder. So you can just kind of take a note how much higher one side is, and then as you go through the exercise, and at the end, you check that height, and let's see how much reduction in the scoliosis. All right, so once you take your dowel, or stick, anything you can find in your house, and so stand with the feet shoulder width apart, and then hold a dowel, and so the hands are wider than your hips. It's quite a bit wider, okay? And keep your knees relaxed, they're not locked. And hold the stick and the dowel with the palms facing forward, not this way, okay? The palms facing forward. And so we're going to begin the movement, shifting weight onto, I'm shifting my weight onto my right foot. You can do them on your left side. Here. And shift your weight onto my right foot, and notice how I'm raising my left heel to shift the weight. Okay, so begin with this motion first. This is how you're going to start the movement. All right, shifting the weight to the right by raising my left foot. Here. So now, as you do that motion, and begin to bring the dowel, swing the dowel to the right. But try not to turn your body. So keeping your face and trunk, your torso facing forward. Here. Coordinate this motion. You're going to shift, and same time, you're going to swing the dowel to the same directions. And what happens is, as you're maintaining your torso, your face forward directions, and then swinging it dowel to the side, you notice how I am facilitating that rotation, a little bit of rotation, but mostly the side bending of my rib cage and the spine. Here, and then coming back. You don't have to go to the absolute limit of the motion. Just moving into that direction, and then trying to make the movement as smooth as possible. And that's the key thing. It's not about how far you go. It is about how smoothly you can go. Coordinate that motion here and back. Then after you've done 10 times, now we're going to switch to the other side. Okay, first just to practice shifting the weight over to the other foot by raising the heel. Here. Now once you got it, then add in down swing and back. And you'll notice that this direction feels quite a bit different from the other side because functionally, because of the scoliosis, your spine, your rib cage move very differently one direction versus the other direction. So that's normal. You may feel this is the easier side, you may feel this is the harder side. That's not a problem because we already know that. But at least you're introducing the patterns, the different patterns of the spine, movement patterns, spine and rib cage and hips. And then starting to just get out of that stuck phase of the habitual patterns and bias. And back. And do that 10 times these directions and then alternate going to the one direction, the other directions and trying to make it smooth as possible. Staying with a smaller range is absolutely fine. So this movement patterns are quite similar to the previous one. If you watched that one already, the second one, where it's sitting in a chair and then shifting weight left to right. So they're pretty much the same patterns except this is done in standing. Okay. So that was 10 times, right? So 10 times one direction, the other directions, and alternate in 10 times. And just for variation, I'm going to do a slightly different directions. So place one foot forward and then the other foot back and split stance. And then shifting weight forward and the back between the foot. And then you do the same thing. So you're facing pretty much forward and then using the dowel, shifting weight forward and back. So this adds a little bit different movement of the spine and the rib cage as it is turning a little bit. And you do that 10 times and then you switch your legs and go through that motion 10 times. I'm doing a little faster than I normally would do, so you do a little slower. All right, so you've done it 10 times. Stand, come back to the reference point, check the height of the shoulders. Do you see any difference? The reduction in the height. And then why the reduction happens? Because of retraining the movement patterns. And so now, instead of habitually bias towards the one directions. Now you move and explore the movements in a different ways, including the hips, spine, and ribs, and the shoulders. So that often results in the reduction in the bias. Then you see the difference, and the height of the shoulders are probably a little more even. If you want to improve your back pain, be sure to grab your free movement guide to pain-free back at the link below. Check out these videos. And if you like this video, and hit that like button and be sure to subscribe and share with your friends. Comment below how helpful you found this video was. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Happy mindful movement. Bye bye.